I'm Sharon Barnes-Waters, and welcome to CityViews. This is a show about people, places, and things that make New York great. Well, my guest today is a pioneer in the fashion industry. He's the people's shark on Shark Tank. He's a best-selling author and a branding guru. Well, he's launching a new project in New York called blueprint+co. I want to welcome Daymond John.
Thank you for having me.
Woo! Daymond,
Thank you.
You stay busy.
I do.
My gosh.
I am. I'm always busy.
You're always busy, and you're a hometown boy. You're from Queens, and you're launching this new project in New York. Please tell me what this is about and how it all came about.
Yeah, so Blueprint+Co, it's, you know, we are in this now, you know, the shared economy, whether it's cars, food, whatever the case is, housing, and you know we're moving into this area where people also are so mobile. They really don't need to have these huge offices with 5-year leases and all that kind of stuff. Because you know, listen, you can operate everything off your smartphone. And I started to see a lot of products that were out there really for startups, really where you know there's a building with you know 70 different startups in there. But I didn't see anything for executives like me. Somebody who is already established, somebody who wants to maybe put 3 people or 4 people someplace, or somebody like me who wants to go into London or New York or LA and meet other people like me that are doing, you know, that are working. I have to now, if I'm in New York, I have to go to 10,000 dinners to meet all the same people. So I created this thing called Blueprint+Co. It's on 39th Street. It's 3 floors, penthouse, and basically you have a lot of companies there, such as Ashley Stewart has a couple of desks there. You have Shopify that has a couple of desks there. Lisa Mattress, the company that mails the mattress right to your home, and they're doing, you know, the mattress business a whole new way. They have a couple of desks there, and a lot of other people have a couple of desks there. They're very connected industry people.
So it's individuals and corporations?
Correct. So it's individuals and corporations. The individuals, no real startups there. I mean, you have to be doing at least $250,000 a year.
Oh, so it's big.
Yeah, you know, and you have to either be backed by a VC firm, or there's Fortune 500 companies that are there saying, I can't recruit great talent to live out in the suburbs or way out in Jersey. These new millennials want to be in the city. So I need 5 desks there.
So they're in this shared space, and they're talking to each other about that's the whole idea, is that you have like-minded people who are...
Yeah. They're using their synergies. Nobody can pitch each other. They're already established businesses. I mean, there are services such as the concierge service. So I'll give you an example. The reason why I started was because when I come back from shooting Shark Tank, I have anywhere from 10 to 15 companies. I don't know everything about everything. So now I'm in a space where somebody is a consumer packaging good expert, somebody is a great coder, somebody understands how to have a membership program online, somebody understands stuffed animals, and other company understands food. I now can then resource these people within there, or I need a great publicist or something like that. So it's really for established companies that need to make sure they're on the cutting edge. I kind of call it the power of broke for executives. You know?
Your book.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yes.
You can have 200 people working in your company here, but if you want great talent, you want to put your sharpest kids there, or even the older senior talent that want to see how things are changing in this world, you park 3 desks there or 5 desks there.
So do you have seminars? Tell me how that all...
We'll have seminars. We'll have, so we're opening, you know, in February alone, there's going to be a one-on-one with me and Gary Vaynerchuk. There's also going to be a one-on-one with me and every one of the sharks. And we're going to be talking about where business is going. We're in a very different climate now. Things are changing every single day. And every business owner and operator needs to know where everything is going, because we're at a really unsure time. I have the Honest Company coming in. So, you know, they're going to come in. They're going to talk about, listen, you know, how are we changing all our production to for domestic? How are we going after these new mompreneurs and entrepreneurs? So that's the type of people that are up there. You know, you ever seen Carlito's Way?
Yes.
You ever seen when he says, you know, I've been with made people, connected people. That's what it is.
Connected.
You're hanging out with my people. Connected people are there. It's a house of connected people.
And so membership and how obtained. How do you become a member of this?
Yeah, so there's a vetting process. You go to blueprint+co.com, or, you know, many people know me, and we really vet it to see if you're a right fit, if we have the right people there also that can contribute to you as well, and you know, if we think that we could do something for you. We don't want people up there who we can't really service. We can't have people up there who are, you know, younger, they're startups. You can't have somebody doing $50,000, you know,
With
asking
someone.
somebody who's doing 10 million about
Yeah.
what's a trademark, right?
Yeah.
And honestly, if you're a startup, this is not for you. You
Okay.
still have to activate the power broker. If you're a startup, there's other products out there that are more catering, and they have more those type of
Right.
tools you need. This is more for established
And
people.
I know, because I'm going to divert a little bit, because I
Sure.
know how you care about startups.
Yes,
'Cause I
I
know
do.
this is not that, but I'm going to read something that you said, because I love that you do care about the startups. You said, I wasn't always the shark. Many times I would get stuck and not know how to approach the next step. Needless to say, I wasted a lot of time and money moving in the wrong direction due to this lack of knowledge. So
Yeah.
you've always been there for the
Absolutely.
startup. But-
Absolutely.
And you continue, you have Shark Tools and stuff, but this is now...
Yeah, a perfect example. If a startup came to me and they said, I want to be there, I'd say, you should not be spending your money on this. You should be at home, out of the house. Don't quit your day job up until, you know, year 1, year 2. Then when you graduate to a certain level, there are other co-working spaces where you could be amongst other startups. And then when you graduate to this level, you come see me.
And with this membership, you have different levels of memberships?
Well, you know, there is different levels, because there is the, you know, you're in LA. You want to come here, you don't want to go to the membership of the private clubs that we go to, because, you know, you're going to drink and have dinner there. That's a great place. You also don't have, you don't want to go to one of the co-share spaces that are more like dorms, where kids are running around with beer on tap and you have your sneakers off, because those kids are doing something different. You want to come into a space where you can see me, handle your business, and leave. So it's different types. It's, you know, you can pop in. You can have a membership to pop in. You can have a membership to pop in 5 days a week, or you can have a standalone desk and/or 20 or 30 desks if you really need.
Okay, so, and that's, again, it's for people who are established.
Yeah.
Now, Daymond, as a New Yorker, you started this here. Do you want this to expand? Is this the first one, and then
Yeah.
you're going to expand in LA, in Chicago,
Yeah.
Boston?
I will expand, you know, but like I would talk to any startup or anybody else, don't try to be a jack of all trades, right? You know, by the time it's said and done, I'm going to take the whole building over, and it will be what MTV used to be for Times Square. It's for entrepreneurship. So we will have everything from live broadcasting to activations to workshops. If it does expand with these type of individuals, there's only probably 10 cities domestically it can expand to. Boston, LA, Atlanta, Chicago. If it becomes something that we go to Middle America for, then we would have to make a different brand where it's more accessible to other startups, because a lot of our like-minded executives aren't necessarily, that's not on their heavy travel list, right?
Yeah.
So, but today it's really about Blueprint+Co in New York City.
How has those companies reacted to you putting this together? Now, did they say, why didn't we think about this?
No, amazing. You know, I walked a lot of my friends through as I was creating a board, and I didn't realize they would say, this is really great. I said, give me some advice. They said, here's some advice. I need 5 desks. And I go, well, don't you have don't you have 300 people working for you? They said, yeah, I know, but I need 5 desks here.
Wow.
You know, because you look at somebody like a big motor, automotive company. They can't have that talent that is kind of on the cutting edge, sitting next to people who've been making tires for the last 40 years. They want that person who understands social media and conversion and new technology and stuff like that. So I'm really surprised at the outcome.
Because you always say, you know, a great entrepreneur, they see a need, they create, you know, they're filling that hole. So I'm very surprised that no one really thought about this before you.
I'm
crazy.
surprised also. I mean, you know, listen, this type of concept is out there in various ways. I know there's places where it's just film, just food, you know, just med tech. But I haven't seen just seasoned entrepreneurs. I haven't seen it yet.
Wow, well, congratulations.
Well,
you know, I
thank
hope
you.
that you're able to expand it. You'll see what this is like. Now, I'm just going to divert a little bit
Sure,
more.
absolutely.
To Shark Tank, because why are you the people's shark?
Why am I a people's shark? Well, you know, everybody has their kind of thing on Shark Tank, right? You know, Mark Cuban's the cowboy who really loves entrepreneurship. You know, he didn't have to do the show. He came onto the show because he said, this is a top show, watch kids 5 to 15. That's our future. I'm doing the show for that reason, right? Barbara goes on there. Barbara Corcoran will, as I joke about it, but I'm serious, she'll walk over red hot coals for another woman because she felt that she had got left by her husband, you know, left her for her secretary. She had to borrow $1,000, and she said, I'm never going to let that happen to another woman again, right? And me, you know, I grew up in the amazing streets of New York. A kid from Queens used to break dance on the corner of 42nd Street and sell hats on the corner of Harlem and 125th Street. And I come at it with, I think, an everyday approach because, you know, so many people try to have this great you know, facade that you need this type of education or you need money or a family. If you see me, a kid who got left back, who's dyslexic, who grew up in Queens, who never went to college, and if the kids out there, I don't care what color you are, you can see me on there and say, I can be just like him. And that's why I call myself the People's Shark.
And I'll tell you, a friend of mine, when I told her I was interviewing you, oh, you know what his mother did? And I said, one thing I know and I've read and I've seen about you is that you're a grateful child. You always talk about your mother and how you started. I said, he's a grateful child. He's always, so I know.
I'm the self-proclaimed mama's boy, but I think, because listen, my mother is very instrumental in my life, and I consider women the ultimate startup. I always say that a woman brings this beautiful child into the world, and you can read as many books as you want, but there's no roadmap, and that's the same in business, right? So I value what my mother taught me, and honestly, I'm surrounded by all women. I have no choice. You know, my ex-wife, my current fiance, my 2 oldest daughters, and I have a 10-month-old daughter right now, so I have no choice. I'm just around all women, right? And I value it.
And as someone who watches Shark Tank every week, and you are my favorite shark.
Well, thank you.
I'm telling you. All right. And New York is all that stuff. I can tell you, there's one person on Shark Tank that really got to me and also inspired me, and that was Mose from Mose Bows. And I remember that they had a little feature of you. He had a little bow tie, and you took him back to your roots. And kind of reminded me a little bit of how you started. And
Absolutely.
How's he doing?
Mo is great. So he's taller than me now. That's not really a hard job to do. I'm 5'7". He travels around the world. He inspires other kids. Now he's writing books to inspire other kids. And there's another little young girl as well who is my other person I love to mentor, who's Michaela from Be Sweet Lemonade, another little young, beautiful African-American woman. You have her hanging. I went to the White House twice, and you know who was there before I got there? Mose, Bose, and Michaela. They were at the White House before me.
So, they made a better impression.
I don't know.
They got the call.
Yeah, no, they're everywhere, and these are amazing, beautiful kids, and they really inspire me, and I will be working for them sooner or later.
You are such a mentor. And like I said, you know, when I was reading that you didn't have it together first, and that you want to make sure that other entrepreneurs have the right tools.
Absolutely.
And so I'm grateful for you for being an entrepreneur. Just tell our audience and our listeners where, if you fit in this category, where can they get information about Blueprint+Co?
Absolutely. They can get it at blueprint+co.com. Of course, you can follow me on all social media platforms at The Shark Daymond, and Blueprint+Co is also on all the social media platforms. And yeah, you can go on there and you can fill out applications, whether you're interested in being there as a tenant, or we also love our third-party vendors. If you're somebody who is a great coder or a great designer, manufacturer, distributor, you go on there, we vet you, and hopefully we will, bring you into some of our members who need access to a lot of this new information. You may be a social media expert, and some of these other brands don't have that. So there's a lot of opportunity here for all New Yorkers and people all over the country.
The address is again?
Blueprint+Co.
The physical address.
Oh, the physical address is 214 West 39th Street.
And it launches in a few days.
It launches in a few days. Fashion Week. We're going to have a whole bunch of events up there, and then we will consistently have events up there. So it's going to be great.
So this could be for you if you feel that this is your kind of thing. You know, Daymond, he's backing this. He's a part of this.
I'm going to be there myself.
You're going to be there, so you've got to, call and email them and get the information. Daymond, the People's Shark, my favorite shark. Thanks for stopping by CityViews.
Thank you for being so good to me. Thank you.